Juanito wants his money. Juan Soto held out of a $440 million contract a few years ago with the Washington Nationals. He said, nope, I'm not taking that offer. I can get more. And that was certainly one of the biggest bets to place on oneself, that Juan Soto turned down $440 million to play with the Nationals, a team that was kind of going through a rebuild or starting into the rebuild. But he had already won a World Series with them, and maybe comes back out of it and build a part of another core and becomes a lifetime Nat. But he said, you know what, I don't want to stay here. I could get more money. And the Nationals, going through a rebuild as we speak, decided to trade Juan Soto and recoup as many assets who are now becoming vital parts of the organization. And Juan Soto went over to San Diego, where he didn't really fully blossom into himself. We saw a tentative Juan Soto in 2022, both in Washington and San Diego. I think that was kind of on his mind all 2022 season, but he still led the Padres to an NLCS appearance for a disappointing campaign in 2023, at least for the Padres, that is. But Juan Soto in his career is a 285 hitter, and that's something that any team would love to add to their team. A 285 career hitter in 7 seasons for Juan Soto. I can't believe it's been 7 years. Where has the time gone? So the question becomes, is Juan Soto worth $500 million? If he's not getting paid $440, which you have to believe he's going to get more than $440 since he turned $440 down, I don't think Juan Soto strikes me as a guy that's going to take a pay cut, especially with Scott Boras as his agent. So is a team going to pony up $500 million, and will it be the New York Yankees? I know Yankee fans want to see Juan Soto remain a Yankee for life and pair him up with Aaron Judge for many years to come, become the Bronx Bros, the Bronx Bash Bros, the Bronx Bombers, whatever you want to call them. Can they do it? If the Yankees are talking, after all, one of the most prized possessions in all of sports, I think the Yankees can afford them. But Brian Cashman, Steinbrenner coming out earlier in the season with some misleading quotes, trying to play hardball, I think, with Juan Soto. It'll be interesting to see what Juan Soto does and what he gets on the market, whether that's from the Yankees or anybody. And maybe a reunion with the Nationals. Nats are a young team. They're on the uprise. I truly believe that. Can he go back to Washington? Really, I think Juan Soto will go to whoever pays him the most. Let me know your thoughts. Does Juan Soto take a pay cut to stay in New York? Do the Yankees shell out the most money? Where is Juan Soto going to play at next year and for the foreseeable future for many years to come? Or does Juan Soto take, a 2, 3, 4 year deal? Because he's still very young. He's like 25 years old. And he could still re-enter free agency like at 28, 27, 29 and still get a lot of money then. So we've seen a lot of that with Scott Boras. Agents of recently were to take like 2, 3 year deals because Scott Boras is just botching the free agency process, dragging out their free agency term along into the winter, which has become a discussion when it comes to MLB free agency, dragging along into January and February, spring training. We don't want to see that. Like, we want to see some action, preferably like in December, winter meetings time. Want to see guys get signed. Is Juan Soto worth $500 million? Juan Soto strikes me as a guy that is going to play DH in the latter half of his career. And that really, it's not a knock on Juan Soto, I guess. I could say that about many players that are going to play DH in their latter half of their careers. Many guys will do that, as we, see both of the NL and AL have DH now. You're going to see a lot of guys kind of just age into the DH spot in both leagues. But Juan Soto isn't the most sleekest of defenders, over in right field. He's played some left field. He's not a horrible defender by any means, but he's definitely not going to win you many games, with his glove. Really, it's about his bat and what he brings offensively. He takes a ton of walks. Him and Aaron Judge are the Walk brothers up in New York. They're taking a lot of walks, striking a lot of fear into their opponents. But Juan Soto certainly is a fantastic player, one of the top players in baseball, fun to watch, sells tickets, really good personality. And so Juan Soto, I think, will get $500 million. I think he will. Obviously, he's going to be the big price possession this winter we will all be watching. So where does he sign at? He's not getting less than $440. I think that's pretty clear. He's not taking less than $440. I think we're talking $450 minimum, but closer to $500, I would say. Can the Yankees get it done? Do the Yankees need to get it done? Again, they got Judge done. Can they get Soto done? I think Juan Soto is the perfect Yankee. So can they get it done? I guess we're gonna have to find out. But I think Juan Soto is worth the $500 million. And for my prediction, what would it be? His term, his years, where does he sign? This one is wild card, man. I really haven't thought about this one much. I will do predictions, officially when we get to the offseason about where free agents will sign. But Juan Soto, to me, he seems like the perfect Yankee. I talked about it, when he got traded to the Yankees. Like, this seems like the perfect match. And so I think this is where he needs to be. This is where he needs to stay long term. Finish it in New York. I think Juan Soto will sign with the Yankees. I'll go like 12 years. I think like 12 years and maybe like $510 million. Let's just go 12 and 510. We'll do that. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. For a career 285 hitter, 39 home runs on the year, is going to get to 40 in 2024. Certainly Juan Soto is going to get the big bucks.